Yes, 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 yes. Namaste. What's going on, man? What's going on? Come on. Let's have a little conversation, a little talk. No yelling. No well, I can't promise that. You know. But I had some people the other day that maybe my rants on IG are just they're a little aggressive, Jerome. You seem kind of mad. I am mad, man. I get mad a lot. Shit, it's called emotion. When I was a full-time network marketer, I had a CD called Rocket Fuel. And the rocket fuel was about using your emotion. Because I see sometimes people say, well, you need to remove emotion from trading. Bullshit. You need to get emotional about your trading. Shit, you need to wake up, man. You need to wake up. One of the things that used to drive me crazy when I first got into this world of investing, and it's a big world and there's a lot of things you can invest in. And I would read a lot of the conventional books, and I would see them saying things like, don't look at your 401k. Like when the market's crashing, don't even look at it. Just keep your head down, keep going to work, and keep putting money in. Now, I understand what they're saying there, and I get that idea. But this idea of sticking your head, here's another idea. Get your shit together. Get your head together. I almost said it. Get your head together. And understand that markets go up, markets go sideways, markets come down, market goes sideways. And when markets come down is your opportunity to level up in life. I'm going to say it again. When markets come down and they look their worst, if your time horizon is 1 year, 3 years, 5 years, I promise you, whatever stock you own right now, in 1 year will not be that price. And most of the time, stocks go up, approximately 71% of the time. Same with housing prices. But we can have blips. We can get out of sync. We could own the wrong assets at the wrong time. But what you don't want to do is panic or, I need to get out of all of these growth stocks and buy oil stocks. Well, you missed that rotation. So what you want to do is step back and look and say, okay, why is this happening? Why are the assets that I own down right now? Why? If they're all down, I like that because it's not my company. It's all companies in a particular sector. And that's when I get excited. The way to level up, I own a stock right now called BX. Go look at the ticker. Straight up, 90-something dollars. You know how I came across this stock? Watching Grant Cardone. Yeah, our favorite motivational real estate buy-only apartments guy. Grant Cardone. Mr. 10X. 2017, I'm watching his videos, and Grant said something that the universe clicked in my head. And I tell you this all the time. All the money you want is in the pockets, purses, wallets, checkbooks, and credit cards of other people, and it's flowing all around you. Unlimited money is being circulated on crypto, and through email, through text, and through checks and credit cards. There's just an unlimited, infinite amount of money out there. Don't believe me? Dogecoin goes from nothing to billions. It was larger than a lot of stocks in the stock market, okay? My point is, money is everywhere. So I'm watching Mr. Cardone, and Mr. Cardone says on his video, he's talking, and he said he's going to sell all of his properties to Blackstone. And I said, who's Blackstone? And I go look, and there's a couple of similar names, and I find it, ticker BX. At the time, BX owned 16,000 houses. They bought them in 2009 and 10 and 11 during the Great Recession. All those houses and all, it takes time for foreclosures, and they began to buy them in large groups. See, there's almost none publicly traded companies that manage single-family homes. Banks don't really consider single-family home as an actual asset. They consider it as like a mom and pop kind of hobby or side investment. Not many companies own 200 houses because of the distribution of the units and the maintenance and this and that it's not set up for like a company to run a bunch of houses. This is why you see they concentrate, right, in apartment buildings or storage facilities or trailer parks where they have numbers in this smaller space, right? When you begin to spread out all of your assets and your business, it gets logistics of gas and transportation and all of that become costly. And so single family homes not often considered an investable asset class. Now it is, but it isn't, I'm saying, on a commercial scale like that. Well, BX made a move. They thought prices got so cheap, they began to buy them. They bought them for years. It took like 2 years to buy 16,000 houses. So when other people are selling houses, Blackstone, some of the smartest men in the world, began to allocate their capital to the worst performing sector, growth stocks, the worst performing sector, Blackstone. Go look at the stock down, $90. Why? Because the decisions they make are 1 year, 3 year, 5 year. How can we take this $1,000 today and double it in 3 years and then double it again in 5 years? What could I put it in that in the future will be higher? Not next week, but in the future as I begin to look. And they begin, and I'm sure they have some sort of system, money flow trading system. What if they have some sort of system that tells them when to allocate money? Like when's a good time to, okay, I should put some here. Oh, no, I should put some here. And I'm sure they have that. So through Mr. Cardone, it gets me to looking, and I'm researching the company, and the stock's like $20. It's now 90. It's like $20. Now I've been through a lot of crashes, a lot of ups and downs. I've owned it since 2017. Been a lot of shit happening. A lot of people DM me, oh, the world is coming to an end. Down we go. Oh, wait, massive virus. Oh, wait, they're going to shoot rockets. Oh, wait, right? Fed's raising rates. And then stock goes up and down. And over time, it drifts higher and higher and higher. So now I'm up like $30,000, $40,000 in this stock. This is one stock of like 60, like 30 grand. And I'm thinking, okay, what do I do? It all came from watching Mr. Cardone's video. Mr. Cardone's video put me down a path, and I began to look. And they were undervalued because the assets they had taken on were out of favor. So the stock is $21. I began accumulating the stock. Now, what? 5 years later, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, yeah, almost 5 years later, I'm up 30 grand. Not bad, right? 200-300%, not bad. Money's everywhere, man. Money's everywhere. Investing is about courage. It's about courage. It's about mindset, right? And so the part you got to work on is not worrying about the number of the price or what your balance is. What you got to work on is what you see and how you see the world. Do you see the world as a pearl of opportunity? Like you're looking around and you're like, yeah, I got 1 year, 3 years, 5 years. What happens when you approach the gym with a 1 year plan? You're a personal trainer. I have a lot of people that are personal. I mean, not a lot, but I know a few personal trainers. They trade stocks with me and stuff. And it's funny in that world, if I sat down with you, or some of them that are musicians, and if I sat down with you and I said, hey, I want to be really good at the piano, like this quarter, in the next 90 days, I want to make a bunch of money on the piano. Could you help me, man? And they'd say, no, you got to learn. You got to start building that bass. No. I want to come in and just bang out songs on the piano, man. And they say, well, no, it's a skill. Oh, it's a skill. It takes time. I didn't know that. Why would investing be any different? Well, I want to go to the gym and I want to be a bodybuilder, bro. Let's get it on. I can do all that. I can do the bench press. I can do the curls. I can do shoulder presses. Why can't I look like you? Oh, that's a 3 to 5 year commitment. Now what happens if I roll up in the gym understanding the 3 to 5 year commitment? I know how hard I can push my body today. I begin to record my calories and what I'm eating. I begin to structure a workout. I begin to consult professionals. I begin to think down the road. I begin to work on my mind, commit to the process, and I build faith in myself and in my trainer and what I'm doing at the gym. And I commit to that fucking shit for the next 3 to 5 years. You tell me, where am I physically in 3 to 5 years? Am I in a better place or not? You know the answer. How many people quit that process 6 months in, 3 weeks in? Would that be better for me right now? If I committed to that tomorrow, that I would do that, would I be a healthier person when I'm 55? Fuck yeah, right? So I can look at that and think, okay, I could get this guy as my trainer. I could get this dietitian to help me with my diet. I could clean up all this fucking alcohol and other bad shit that I do that I shouldn't. Commit myself, because I used to run ultra marathons. That's why I'm in any kind of shape at all, right? Ran over 100 of them. I'll have to show you my awards later. Was in the Army for 7 years. What would happen to me as a human being if I committed to that? What if I went ahead and threw in a little Buddhism and some meditation to lower my stress level so I don't come on here freaking out that you're fucking broke? That I'm not concerned about that. That I don't want you to make stupid decisions and sell at bottoms. I want you to be a buyer. I want you to flip your mind. I want you to get on the other side of the cash register. I want you to start writing fucking books instead of reading them. I want you to start creating products and services to sell to people. What if we began to change the blueprint a little bit? I used to call this the millionaire blueprint. And so we weren't living to living. We weren't living just to live. We weren't struggling just over barely. No, man, we're in the zone of prosperity. And when other people get fearful, we begin, what's the fire about? What are we scared about? Oh, shit, let me get in on that, bro. Let me get a little bit of that Tesla, man. Fuck it. Take it down. Take it down. Look at that. Look at that. I went crazy, man. Take it down. Take it down. My family called me the other day. They said, Gerald, you all right? I said, yeah, what's up? Well, I saw you on Instagram, man, and you went crazy. I said, that's because I'm trying to help people, man. There's nobody in their ear. Nobody's yelling at them. Nobody's telling them they're in trouble. Nobody's telling them that the 7% who run this world run it because they own the assets that produce the cash flow that appreciate in value. They've taken themselves out of this deflationary inflation where the money's being deflated while cost of products and services and labor and skill appreciates. And I can see it. I can see it because I've lived long enough. I'm 50-something years old. And I remember when I was 30, the dumb shit I was doing and the time I was wasting and the bad decisions. And I look back, man, and I talk to people now, family now, that 10 years ago, that I was trying to tell them this message, this idea, you don't have to die broke. There is a blueprint. You can begin applying yourself, just like the way I described it at the gym. But damn it, you may not want to go to the gym, but everyone on fucking planet Earth needs money. Everyone on earth needs to be building wealth. Every fucking business, every kid, every single mom, everyone in the ghetto, everyone who drives for fucking Uber. If you walk or breathe on planet fucking earth, you should be building wealth for yourself. You should have speculations for yourself. You should own some Bitcoin. It's fucking shameful that anyone's watching this video right now and you have half a fucking brain that you don't own a little bit of Bitcoin. At some point, it just becomes fucking stupid. You're just dumb. There's no other explanation. And you say, Gerald, you can't talk to people like, who? Hello? They need to hear it, man. The time of fucking hand holding and fucking tulip walking are fucking over. You are on your own. Nobody gives two fucks about you. You're black, don't give a fuck. Hispanic, oh well, whatever. Right? Who gives a fuck? Indian, immigrant, don't care. Single, divorced, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares about me. That I grew up in a trailer park, single mom, dysfunctional family. Nobody gives a fuck. Nobody cares. I got to get up every day and go get mine. So I got to do that plan I said. I got to get my shit together. I got to get my shit straight, right? So I call this the money flow. You notice I call everything that because ultimately everything is. Getting your kid into that college you like. Those shoes you want for that kid. The dental stuff, all that shit, that's money, man. That shit comes from what you did a couple years ago. So the money you have today was what you did 3 years ago. The money you're going to have in 3 years is what you do today. In other words, you've heard the saying, when's the best time to plant a tree? Shit, the best time was 20 years ago. Now is you get it? Yeah, you should have planted that tree 20 years ago, but guess what? You better start planting them today. Why? So you can reap them in 20 years. In other words, you should be planting every day. And maybe you don't have, okay, you're like, I don't have money to invest every day. I know, but listen, this is how I do it. I push money off in my account. I buy one share. Let's say I put $2,000 in. I buy a couple Pelotons on stage 1. I wait. Oh, look, C-base breaking out. I push a little money over there. So I'm constantly in this state of pushing money to what I think has the best setup over the next, 6 months, 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. I'm watching those sectors. Those ones that have fallen out of favor, I want to start pushing money into them. I want to take profits from the ones that have done well. But not to get completely out. I want to maintain my exposure in these assets. And what I get a lot of times is people want to ask me, should I do one or the other? I get this question all the time. Should I pull my money out of crypto and buy a rental property? Well, damn, right now owning crypto is a smart idea. Well, guess what? So is owning rental property. Why can't it be both? Why can't you do both? Why has it got to be one or the other? Why is it single family or multifamily? Why isn't it fucking both? Why isn't it duplexes and houses and fucking trailer parks and assisted living homes and what bonds and REITs and Bitcoin and crypto and fucking Tesla, oh, and oil stocks and all of it, man. Buy the whole fucking planet. The system is fractal. You can just allocate money. The price of Bitcoin is fucking irrelevant. Whether it's 50,000 or 500 fucking thousand, you're not buying a single Bitcoin. You're buying a chunk of money into the asset class of Bitcoin, into the scarcity of the 21 million tokens. There's only 21 fucking million. And when all 21 million, if everyone who owned one decided I am not fucking selling it, guess what happens? I don't know what happens to the price. Either it stays there or it goes higher. Shit, it goes higher and higher and higher till one fucking person says, I'll sell it to you for that. So let's say we wake up in the morning and Bitcoin's $60,000 and there's no sellers. What happens? It's going to go to 60,000, $5. No sellers. 60,000, $10. No sellers. And it just keeps going and going and going and going until one person says, cool, I'll sell you mine. And that person may be buying a fucking Satoshi, 0.00000000000 fucking one. Or maybe they're buying a full Bitcoin. Very few people own full Bitcoins. You don't need to buy full Bitcoins. You don't need to buy full shares in stocks anymore. Cash App, M1 Finance, you can buy $50 of Tesla. The thing is so fucking fractal that anyone, regardless of age, race, or financial situation, can play in this game. Anyone. Let that sink in. Completely fucking fractal. Now, when I was a kid, you couldn't do that. When I was a kid, you wanted to place a stock. Listen, you fucking lazy. When I was a kid, you wanted to place a stock. You had to call a person on the fucking phone. And it was $60 to buy the stock. Plus you got to put the money for the stock. And then to sell the stock was $60 fucking dollars. Plus you get the money on the stock. So you're down 120 on the fucking purchase. Do the math on that. God damn, how much of an advantage do you need? Shit is free today. Completely free. Meaning every dollar that you put toward Tesla goes to Tesla. Nobody's stealing any. There are no middlemen. That's what Bitcoin's going to do to banks. I don't know if you know it. It's going to fucking squeeze them. I can borrow right now, sight unseen, no credit check on my Bitcoin. I can borrow 30% of my Bitcoin. So if I got 100K in Bitcoin, guy says, you think I should sell my crypto to buy a real estate? No. I think you should keep your crypto, borrow against it, and buy real estate. How about that, smart guy? Why does it got to be one or the other? So get 100,000 in Bitcoin, go borrow 30,000 out at 8%. Now what? Now go take that money, put it down. When they run a credit check, it ain't on there. There's no credit check on Bitcoin. So when the bank goes, you got the money, right? You got the money. Think of that, man. Think on that. 2 years ago, if we started that strategy of buying Bitcoin, just putting a bunch of money in there, and then borrowing against that to go buy a property, and then Bitcoin doubles again, shit, we could borrow again. Now, we got to obviously manage risk. I'm not saying blow it out. We're only borrowing 30%. That leaves fucking 70. So if it falls 50%, you still got 20% margin, but they're probably going to ask you to put some money in. That's fair enough. You put your shit at collateral. They need to be covered. This is the game you're playing. That's why it takes fucking courage. It takes thinking, right? That's one way. That's one way not to pay taxes. You're not going to pay fucking taxes. I mean, you put 100,000 in Bitcoin, run it to 200,000. When you sell it, you're going to give the government 20, 30 fucking $1,000. Or you could give them nothing. You could borrow 30,000 out. Instead of giving the government 30, you borrow 30. You take the 30, you put it in a rental property. Right? Now they start paying you, get a little cash flow, $200 or $300 if you do it the way I do it. You know, I have houses that give me $400 or $500 a month cash flow. You could take that money and push it back to pay the loan off. Right? And you say, well, what if I can't make the loan 1 month? They sell a little bit of your Bitcoin. God damn, you collateralize yourself. You become your own bank, man. That's what this world is doing. This is why I say, if you don't own some Bitcoin right now, you're fucking up, man. I don't know in the future if Bitcoin is the coin we're using, but I do know that game is the future. Meaning, goddamn, if you're a criminal, you could just have all your money in crypto. You can borrow against your own fucking money. And then leave the money in there. And if there's a month you can't make that payment, or the asset you buy doesn't make the payment, or the Bitcoin doesn't double, if the Bitcoin doubles, you pay the loan back, and shit, it was free. You got the house for free. You could just sell off a little of it and cover it if you wanted. I wouldn't do it. If that game works, shit, don't sell any of it. I'm not going to sell a fucking ounce of it. I'm just going to keep accumulating. And you're like, Gerald, what if it goes down? I'm going to buy, and I'm going to buy, and I'm going to use, and I'm going to borrow against it. And then what if it doesn't work? Good. I got a whole nother side of my business. I got a whole different side of stocks, right? So we have our buckets. It's called the bucket system, right? We have our trading account. I teach this all the time. You have to separate your speculation account. That's 1 to 3 years from especially if you're trading in and out, doing options and margins, and you want to be an aggressive trader, you fucking better separate that account from your 1 to 3 year trading position trading account, from your buy and hold dividend account, right? From what peer-to-peer lending account, from what your crypto account, from what your single family real estate investment account, or what your REIT investment account, or what your syndications. You could join syndications. This world. Sorry, I put that up there. This world is wide open, man. You get what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, man. Anybody can begin to play this game. It's fractal. Anyway, be of courage this week. Do not sell these assets at these low prices and give yourself some bullshit excuse that you're going to move it. I had a guy tell me, Gerald, I'm going to sell my growth stocks to buy real estate. No, you're not. You're selling them because you're being a fucking little bitch at the bottom. That's why you're selling them. Otherwise, keep those stocks and go get the money to buy the house. Why is it got to be one or all the time? Why you got to be in or out? Why can't you have both, man? Why can't we see the world more abundant? Why can't we buy real estate, own crypto, put money in dividend stocks, and buy growth? Why has this world become one or the other? I'm a Republican or a Democrat, right? Everything just was just one extreme or another, man. The life is about the fucking grays. You need to own all these things. It's not one or the other. It's yes, yes, yes. That's what that means. Yes, yes, yes. All of the above.